Kim Jong-un's daily routine is a mixture of power, paranoia, and performance. As the supreme leader of North Korea, his every move is calculated to maintain control, project authority, and guard against threats from both within and outside his regime. While much of his day remains hidden in secrecy, piecing together information from defectors, intelligence reports, and historical patterns reveals a fascinating, almost surreal lifestyle. Early morning, rituals of power and secrecy. Kim's day begins promptly at 6 a.m., though the exact timing may vary. He sleeps in one of several secure locations, his exact whereabouts known only to a handful of trusted aides. His bedroom is said to be equipped with state-of-the-art surveillance and biometric monitoring systems that ensure his safety even while he sleeps. The room is likely designed for rapid evacuation in case of an emergency, complete with hidden escape routes that lead to underground bunkers. Upon waking, Kim is greeted by his personal staff, who operate under strict protocols. His first act of the day is almost ritualistic. A cup of exceptionally rare coffee, hand-picked and roasted specifically for him. The coffee is one of many luxury items smuggled into North Korea through secret channels, reflecting his taste for the finer things in life. After his coffee, Kim moves to his private bath, a daily ritual steeped in symbolism and indulgence. The water is reportedly sourced from Mount Piktu, a site revered in North Korean mythology as the birthplace of his family's divine lineage. For Kim, this act is not just about hygiene. It's a reminder of his supposed connection to the nation's sacred history. Breakfast follows shortly after, and it's a display of extravagance that contrasts starkly with the poverty experienced by many North Koreans. His breakfast table is laden with imported delicacies: Russian caviar, French cheeses, artisanal pastries, and traditional Korean dishes prepared by an elite culinary team. Each dish is rigorously tested for poison, a precaution rooted in both historical precedent and his own paranoia. During breakfast, Kim begins his intellectual preparation for the day. A tablet displaying highly encrypted intelligence briefings is placed beside him. These reports are compiled by his vast network of spies and informants, covering topics such as military readiness, the state of the economy, and international developments. Kim reportedly has a keen interest in reports about foreign media, especially how the West portrays him. He is said to take pride in headlines that describe him as unpredictable or dangerous, believing they enhance his image as a feared and formidable leader. Morning meetings, directing the machinery of power. By mid-morning, Kim transitions to governance, a process defined by micromanagement and control. Meetings with senior officials from the Workers' Party of Korea, military commanders, and intelligence chiefs are held in secure underground chambers. These locations are fortified against both physical and electronic surveillance, with strict protocols ensuring that no unauthorized devices are brought inside. Kim presides over these meetings with an iron hand. Topics range from economic strategies aimed at bypassing international sanctions to military advancements in nuclear technology. He takes a particular interest in the details of North Korea's missile program, often reviewing blueprints and discussing timelines for testing. Defectors have described his leadership style in these meetings as intense and intimidating. He demands absolute loyalty and precision, with no tolerance for failure or dissent. One of his key focuses during these sessions is monitoring internal stability. Kim is acutely aware of the threats posed by potential rivals within the regime. Intelligence reports detailing whispers of discontent among military officers or party members are scrutinized carefully, and he is known to take swift, often brutal action against perceived threats. Purges are not uncommon, and even high-ranking officials are not immune from his wrath. Midday, inspections and propaganda operations. Around noon, Kim often steps into the public eye, though these appearances are carefully staged and choreographed. Known as on-the-spot guidance visits, these inspections serve multiple purposes, projecting an image of hands-on leadership, reinforcing his connection to the people, and demonstrating the regime's supposed strength and progress. Locations for these visits are meticulously prepared in advance. Factories, farms, and military bases are cleaned, repaired, and staffed with loyal workers and soldiers who have been rehearsed to greet him with enthusiasm. Kim's interactions during these visits are brief but theatrical. He offers advice on improving productivity, praises the workers for their loyalty, and poses for propaganda photographs that will later be distributed nationwide. Behind the scenes, however, these inspections serve as a means of asserting control. By appearing unexpectedly at different sites, Kim keeps local officials on edge, ensuring they remain diligent in their duties. It's also an opportunity for him to assess the state of the nation's infrastructure and economy firsthand, though many speculate that what he sees is far from representative of the broader reality. Security during these outings is unparalleled. Bodyguards form a protective wall around him, and nearby areas are locked down to prevent any unauthorized individuals from approaching. Reports suggest that even the workers and soldiers allowed to interact with him are heavily vetted in advance, with their families effectively held as collateral to ensure loyalty. Afternoon, strategy, and private indulgences. Kim's afternoons are often divided between strategic planning and personal recreation. During strategy sessions, he delves into long-term plans for maintaining his regime's grip on power. This includes reviewing the progress of North Korea's cyber operations, which have become a key component of his strategy for circumventing sanctions and disrupting foreign governments. Under his direction, North Korean hackers have carried out some of the most audacious cyber attacks in recent history, targeting everything from cryptocurrency exchanges to Hollywood studios. He also spends considerable time reviewing propaganda initiatives. Kim is deeply involved in crafting the narrative that surrounds him, from the content of school textbooks to the themes of state-run films and music. His image as a near-divine leader is central to the regime's survival, and he spares no effort in ensuring that this narrative is perpetuated. When not focused on governance, Kim indulges in his personal interests, which are as opulent as they are idiosyncratic. He is known to enjoy expensive alcohol, fine cigars, and international films, particularly Hollywood action movies. His love for basketball is well documented, and he reportedly has a private court where he plays with select members of his inner circle. Evening, consolidation of power and covert operations. As evening falls, Kim retreats to more secretive activities. Late-night meetings with his inner circle often focus on consolidating power and addressing perceived threats. These sessions are held in absolute secrecy, with only the most trusted individuals allowed to attend. During these meetings, Kim discusses sensitive matters such as the status of political purges, the loyalty of high-ranking officials, and covert operations targeting foreign adversaries. It's during these hours that some of the regime's most controversial decisions are likely made, from missile launches to high-profile assassinations. Rumors persist that Kim occasionally oversees these operations personally, either through direct orders or by monitoring them remotely using advanced surveillance systems. For example, the high-profile assassination of his half-brother, Jong Un, in Malaysia in 2017 is believed to have been planned and approved at this level. Late night, reflection and security protocols. Kim's day often stretches into the early hours of the morning. Before retiring, he spends time alone in his private quarters, which reportedly include an extensive library and a personal screening room. Here, he reflects on the day's events, reviews historical texts, or watches films that align with his interests. His sleeping arrangements are a closely guarded secret. To minimize the risk of assassination, Kim is said to change his sleeping location frequently, rotating between several secure compounds. His personal security team remains on high alert throughout the night, patrolling the compound and monitoring surveillance systems for any signs of intrusion. Conspiracy and speculation. Kim Jong-un's daily life is a carefully constructed performance designed to project power and control. Yet, beneath this facade lies a world of paranoia and secrecy. Conspiracy theories abound, from the possibility that he uses body doubles to the suggestion that his health is far worse than publicly acknowledged. Some even speculate that he relies on a shadow government of advisors who wield significant influence behind the scenes. What remains undeniable is the precariousness of his position. Kim's daily routine reflects not just the privileges of absolute power, but also the constant vigilance required to maintain it in a regime built on fear, loyalty, and the suppression of dissent. His life, much like his country, is defined by contradiction, opulence and isolation, strength and fragility, myth and reality.